Hello, everyone, and welcome to Super Lorcana World, your one-stop shop for Lorcana. It's time for our Monday weekly news review. We got a lot of cards last week announced and revealed, and it's a really good time to be a Lorcana fan. A lot of cards, a lot of theory, a lot of discussion. It's a good time. It is really pumping time. So we're gonna talk about all of them in today's video. And you guys let me know which of these new ones is your favorite. Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers. Really cool. Last week I forgot to cover Scar, so I'm going to cover it right now. It's got Rush, and when this character banishes another character challenge, you may ready this character, can't quest. It's a 7 cost, uninkable 6/5 that quests for 2. Basically, it comes in, it attacks multiple bodies, and that's the whole point of the card. It's fine. It'll see play for sure. It's a good card. Not crazy strong, but it takes out bodies. Taking out bodies is good. Nothing really to say about that. Alright, let's talk about Li Shang. Whenever your character quests whenever this character requests, your character's getting evasive for the turn. Your characters. That could be a big deal. 5 cost, it's an inkable 3/6 for 2. Giving you evasive on your turn is only useful, though, if you're attacking things with evasive. If you're not, the card's basically useless. So I don't think that this card's going to see a whole lot of play, unfortunately. Next, we have Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. It's a 3 cost uninkable song for Emerald. Return chosen character of yours to your hand to play another one of the same cost or less for free. Lets you bring back a damaged character to play it again or play a different one or whatever. There are some interchangeable cards like Beast, Drawn Silver, stuff like that. Cards with enter the battlefield triggers are always good to return to hands to play them to get it all over again. I think the card is fine. It's okay. It's not a big deal. We'll see play, probably a little bit of play. Nothing crazy, though. Now we have Tigger. A 3 cost inkable 3/3 that quests for 1. Whenever you play an action, it gets +2 attack for the turn. It stacks. So this thing potentially could kill our really massive dude. Let's see play only in that very hyper niche scenario where you want to do that. Besides that, no, I don't think so. Next, we have Donald Duck, who's a 5 cost inkable 6/5 for 1. The stats are okay. Probably not going to see any play. We got a 2 cost Minnie Mouse. It's a 3/2 that quests for 1. Good stat total. It's nice to see a 2 cost with the 3/2 instead of the 2/3. This will actually probably see a little bit of play just because of its stats. That's pretty nice. Daisy Duck is an interesting card. It is a 4 cost inkable 2/3 that quests for 2. And when this character quests, each opponent chooses and discards a card. It's another card that makes your opponent discard a card. It should usually get at least 1 card discard before it dies to like a battle or something. So it's cool value in that sense. I think it's a little bit slow for the discard deck, but I think it might see a little bit of play in it. I don't see it seeing play anywhere else, though. Now we have Goofy. This card's crazy. This is a 9 cost inkable 10/10 that quests for 4. Yes, it dies to removal. We know. It's a good thing it does, otherwise it'd be a really big problem. But, you know, I don't see it seeing a lot of play. It's a really goofy card. But I don't really see it seeing that much play, honestly. Cool top end, maybe splash it in there, but I doubt it. This card's crazy. And I talked about this when it was announced as a promo. This is the Rapunzel that shift 3s to play for 3 on a Rapunzel, 5 otherwise, 0/6 quest for 2. Whenever you remove 1 or more damage from one of your characters, you may draw a card. Draws cards, heals, it helps you, gives you synergy for healing things to draw cards. It's a very powerful card. I've talked about Rapunzel already, as well as Pinocchio and the 4 dozen eggs. The Pinocchio, when you play it, Exert is okay. Might see a little bit of play, nothing crazy. 4 dozen eggs is just a song that gives you resist +2 on all your creatures for your opponent's turn. It's not too bad. There's obviously not 4 dozen eggs here, so this card's a lie. And it's not very good. I don't see it seeing any play. Queen of Hearts. 2 cost uninkable 1 to the quest for 2. So great for Emerald aggro. When you play this character, deal 1 damage to chosen damaged opposing character. It's very particular. I think it'll see a little bit of play in the Emerald aggro, maybe, but its ability. But you want to play this turn too, usually, unless you want to save it in your hand for a magic number, which is also a thing. If Because of that, I think it sees a little bit of play, but again, nothing too fantastic there. We got Grand Poppy. Grand Poppy's a 7-cost 3/6 that quests for 3 with an ability that says whenever you remove 1 or more damage from one of your characters, you may gain 2 lore. This card will see play. I actually have a very deep dive video coming out about this card tomorrow. So I'm going to save my thoughts for then, but this card has a few combos, it's very powerful, and can get you a lot of lore on 1 turn. I do think it'll see play. Lucifer, the cat from Cinderella. It is a 5-cost uninkable 2/2 that quests for 2. When you play this character, each opponent chooses and discards 2 cards or 1 action card. It's not bad. It's another discard 2 or discard 1. Will it see play in the discard strats? It might, if deck space allows it. The stats are kind of mid to low for a 5-cost. That's my own hesitation on it. Maybe it sees play in discard decks, otherwise nothing. We got the Candle, Lumiere, a real hothead, a 7-cost inkable 7/7 that quests for 2. It's a good body for what it is, but I don't think it's going to see a lot of play. There's better cards. Although it is very powerful, I don't think it's going to see much play, if any. Zip is just another 1-drop 2/2 that quests for 1. Standard stuff. These cards see play a little bit. They'll continue to see play a little bit. We got 2-cost inkable Cruella de Vil, a 3/2 that quests for 1. And during your turn, this character is evasive. It's another 2-drop 3/2. Like, just so you know, we've already seen a 2-drop 3/2 that quests for 1. And during your turn, it gets evasive. So this card is better than Minnie Mouse by a hair, because it gains evasive during your turn, and maybe it takes out an evasive threat. I doubt it sees a whole lot of play, though. Next, we got the Sword in the Anvil. It's a 1-cost uninkable item that once you can quest for 2, a quest and pay 2 ink. Chosen character gets +1 attack for each damage token on him until the end of the turn. So potentially on how much damage the card builds up, it could get very, very scary very quickly. And then you can heal the damage after if you really want to. If you're playing like an Amber Ruby deck, you know, if something's really damaged, the sword gives it a lot of power. Then you play Rapunzel, heal it up, clean it up a little bit. I think that's pretty good. I don't think you'll see a lot of play, unfortunately. But it will be maybe a niche item to take out really big things, potentially. And that's all I see it being used for. Next off, we got the Enchantress. The Unexpected Judge. Cool. 2-cost inkable 1/1 that quests for 2. Whenever this character is challenged, it gets +2 attack. So it's like the opposite of Challenger. When it's challenged, it gets +2 attack. And it quests for 2. I do think this card sees maybe a slight amount of play in Emerald Aggro. It'll be hard to get rid of, or it'll always trade usually. Besides that, though, I don't think it sees any play anywhere else. Next up, Cobra Bubbles, 7/5/9 that quests for 2. It's reasonable stats. I doubt I'll see any play. We got Mulan. Mulan is a 4-cost inkable. It shifts for 2. Good numbers. Honor the Ancestors says that whenever this character quests, you may reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a song card, you may play it for free. Otherwise, put it on top of your deck. Amber already has a lot of song synergies, thanks to Ariel and the Ursula Shell necklace. This is just another tool for your song control decks, and I think it's a good thing. I think that's fine. You may never shift with it unless we get a cheaper 2-drop Amber Mulan or whatever, but I think that the card's good. And 3/3 quests for 2, not too terrible for a 4-drop. The ability is really good, and even if you get 1 free song off of it, the value it gets you could be really powerful. Next up, we got Pinocchio. I like this card. This is a 2-cost uninkable 1/1 that quests for 3. You are playing this card, you will see this card. This card will be common in Amethyst decks, especially the ones aggroing. It's really cool because you got Maleficent for the 1-drop, you got this for the 2-drop. Scary stuff, potentially. Kind of insane. Wow. We got Prince Naveen, a 3-cost 4/3 that quests for 1. Nothing too crazy there. We're almost done. Got 8 more to go. We got Confusing Signs. It's a 2-cost item that's uninkable. It says you banish the item and return chosen character of yours to the hand. Again, this is obviously intended for more Merlin strats, for sure. But I think the card's okay. I think we'll see a little bit of play, especially in the Merlin decks. It's just a free, well, not a free, but you pay 2 for it, and at any point in time you can use it during your turn to bounce something. I think that's reasonably powerful. Got some basils. 3 of them. This one is the main one. A 6 cost. It shifts for 5. It's a 3 for the quest for 3. And if you shift it, you draw 2 cards. Shift to play, draw 2. Good enough to see play? Maybe. You know, there's the Surfer Stitch, right? You pay for 7 and you draw 2. But it's a 4/8. Also conditional in the sense that you need to have 2 bodies. I think it's just a little bit of play. Maybe a little bit. Maybe. What about the other basils? We got 2/2/2 that quest for 1 and gives support. Support, handy ability. Not too bad. And a 4 cost 3/4 that quest for 2. Will either basil see play? Maybe this one, probably not this one, and that one might see play. Not bad basil cards. All right, we have Queen of Hearts, a 7 cost, 5/6 Western 1, off with your head. I like that. I like the Queen of Hearts. It's like my spirit animal. Whenever an opposing character is banished, you may ready this character. Not too bad. It's like the Scar that we started off the video with. You know what I mean? If you challenge something and banish it, it restands. With 5 power, odds are it could banish something. Especially if you made a little more investment or something else is softened, which is really easy to do in Steel. Potentially, you can also combos where like you sing the swords with this card, something dies, it readies again. This card may see play. I'm uncertain. It's very, very mid, but I do believe it will fall on the side of it. Sees a little bit of play. It's a 7-drop with good ability and good stats. That's nice. Ellie LaBouffe, 4-drop, 2/5, that quest for 2. It's whatever. We got this card, Ring the Bell. A 3-cost inkable action, not a song unfortunately. Banish chosen damaged character. This will see play. It's unfortunate that's not a song. And it's unfortunate that's a little more bit of a restrictor Dragonfire, but it is cheaper. It's very easy to get damage on something. For instance, an opponent's big character might attack your character. And then next turn, you pay 3 to get rid of their bigger character. That's the best value for it. There's also like subpar value where you waste a card on something. Like on a big character, maybe you run into it with a little body, or like you play fire cannons on it just to trigger this. It's a 2-for-1. Not a big fan of 2-for-1. The optimal scenario is if they can attack you and they're not preparing for this card, it could blow them out. But I think it still sees play regardless. Emerald removal is pretty cool. Lastly, we have Mrs. Mina, or Minna, I don't know how to say it. It's a 4-cost uninkable 1/5 that quest for 2. Whenever you play a Floodborn character, put the top card of your deck into your ink while face down exerted. I have more analysis coming on this card later as well, so stay tuned. But in Floodborn decks, this card is a godsend, and that's all that matters. Will it see play outside of that? Probably not. All right, guys, that's it. There's a lot of cards announced this week. Really cool week, and hopefully get a lot more this week. We're ramping up to the release date of Set 2, so I'm expecting more and more of these mass reveal weeks to come. So hopefully the set looks pretty good. Fingers crossed, you know. All right, guys, see you later. Have a good one. Bye.